Welcome back everybody into another daily recap on our usual pair -1. So today is the 8th of November. We're going to look at gold, Bitcoin and GJ, and there is no anymore euro dollar, which I decided not to trade and not to look at as analysis anymore. Let's start off on gold. As you can see, the morning analysis we were around 1820, slightly above. So I was looking for buys at the bounce of 1820 or safer about 1828. Only safe sells were below 1820 after a rejection here or below 1812.5. As you can see here on the 1 minute chart, what we got was pre-London, and London was very slow. Start of the week is a Monday, so nothing really surprising. And as you can see, right at the second hour of the London Open, you had the bounce at 1812.5 and the continuation, the immediate bounce here, and the start of a bullish trend to revisit at least those previous highs, which were at least 70 pips. Some ranging. We failed to make into new lows. You can start identifying even from here a bullish trend, but price bounces again, creates a wedge against this price level again, but still, as you can see, sellers are unable to break to bring the price below, so this is a strong bullish trend. As you can see here, we come at New York Open and you have this huge breakout of the level. So as you can see, we are in a wedge and we break out of the edge of the wedge with the confirmation of the volume time. And as you can see, we have impulsive buys above 1820, which were much safer later on. And after a huge correction, we have a bounce exactly, double bottom exactly at those previous highs at 1818. Again, 70 pips move from this double bottom, slow correction, and at London close we have this bounce. Now we are going to see this candle set up here, because it's a really nice retest with two nice opportunities to enter in buys. So some order block, but still making his way up until up at least to those previous highs. And this is very nice to see how this price point from London played out nice. And here in New York, you have this one. This is New York Open actually. This is the new 4-hour candle, and then we have New York Stock Exchange Open. So with New York Stock Exchange volume, you have a double bottom here, which is exactly this previous PSA, and then a nice move up. Always remember that price action is king. If you don't want to look at the key levels, that's it. You only trade price action, you only this level, and you see how price is reacting here. And on gold, we're going to see here if we have the key level where we could have got the opportunities to enter here. Look how nice these candle setups are. You have two opportunities here. The first one and the second one. Both are equally the same. The second one is a further confirmation, and it's pretty with a, let me zoom in even more. Lower week exactly at the key level. As you can see, the low is 1899.99 This one is more high risk because the price makes a lower wick and then flips bullish, but it's the first one. The second one, if you have this price sensitivity area for buys, is the perfect one. Do we have anything above these previous highs? As you can see, we create a flat candle body support above this level. Yeah, and as you can see, if you always zoom in, you always find something more. Look at this price sensitivity area. How many times it's been not sort of respected, but caused some reaction. Flat candle body support, rejection, here, here. Look at this candle. It's the only one at this PSA in this whole range. So that's why it's so easy to see it. It's the only one exactly at this price level. And it's not necessarily the one that is going to predict something, but what is it? 30 pips, you get it pretty easily. So this is it for gold. Let's go on Bitcoin. Bitcoin very, very, very boring, I must say. Was looking at 66 flat for some moment. Okay. And we never got to this price level 66 700 slash 67 for the sells. As you can see here, if we just look at the chart here, it's already pretty obvious that we were in a high time frame order block. So, but what else? What would have we done with this order block? So this 68 flat was the price point of interest, and as you can see, it was not respected much. Went up. It reacted, very short-lived, double bottom at these lows, move up, reaction at these previous highs, little fake out above, correction, bounce again at the other PPL, just ranging in, out. Then you can start seeing that we have multiple closures here. This is New York, multiple closures above, below. You are not even faking out like you were doing during the morning. And as we can see from the, we were looking also at sells and look multiple failures to break 65K, 66K. I understand that multiple failures were not, but this still was a nice price sensitivity area. And we're going to zoom in if we see any candle setup, because as you can see, we have multiple failures to break here in New York. Volume time, multiple failures, and then not even making his way up and then breaking down into new lows here for around 60, 70, 80 pips. We see a double bottom and then retest of these previous highs, just breaking up, retesting these previous PSAs, and then making new high exactly on the opposite direction. So in insight, this was a liquidity grab, but as a scalper, you can take advantage of it. Did I have any? Where did I have buy setups? 63,750, 64,750. Nope, we are still too high. And we have this huge 100 pips, 125 pips correction. We have this. Now we're going to see it in details. After that, we just corrected and still bouncing around 66K. And this one, oh, okay. So let's look here if we have any candle setup. for entries. So we see bearish move, price is staying below the PPL. I don't see that clear unless here, long wick and nice body. Only one I see is this one. Mine is this huge rejection here. Maybe the first one. Maybe only the first one. Possibly. If it corrected at the very end and then continuation down. Yes. Not nice. This one, of course, was a nicer. Let's see on the buys if we have this. Look at this flat. Can't get as flat. Sorry. Can't get flatter than this. Tack. What do we have here? Okay. Sorry about that. Did I press by mistake something? Okay, sorry. We have this nice first candle. This second one might have been good trade ideas. Yes. After seeing a double bottom here, break and retest not only of the PPL but also of the PSA. Retesting also these highs and then continuation up. Yes. Nice. This is a nice candle. Short-lived, but really nice. Yeah, sure. Like 17 pips. Yeah, not a lot, but really nice candle. No buy setup, no sells. Even gapping here. Wow. Yeah, not much. Let's go on the last one, which is GJ. As you can see, GJ, it was the one that actually worked out. We were expecting a bounce of 152,800. High skyward bounce, and we already analyzed it in the video of the trade analysis. And as you can see, we are going to see it again. We have on London session bearish move, making lower highs, lower lows. Look at this here. Nice. Always nice to spot these pearls, break and retest of the PPL, continuation down. After that, you see this I talked about. You also had some cells below here, which were a loss, but you have this buy setup at 152,800 for the first buys at the break and retest, working out nicely. After that, what you see is price is having some issue to break and go back below the price point, makes a new higher low, breaks above, makes new higher lows. Here you had two candle setups for the safer entries. Here, done. Here you have a break and retest. Here there's a nice candle setup, retesting the PPL, and then continuation up. After that, just price into a range, as you can see here. But let's just jump into, I want to see this one. Didn't give much of a trade opportunity if you didn't have the price, the pre-planned analysis. Let's see, you have this price point, this candle is really nice, but it's not closing below the line. This candle might be nice, but how many pips? If you give 10 pips, oof, we are still alive. Yeah, this candle setup would have been a win with 10 pips of stop loss. This one as well. No candle setup here. But as you can see, it reacted exactly at the previous trend line. I already talked about, I didn't talk about this because it's not a candle setup, but here, this one was a nice setup, but I already talked about, even if you take 10 pips stop loss, there's no way you take the full stop loss, especially when you can get out about 7-6 pips when the price is above the PPL. And this is one, and this is the second candle setups for the buys. Flat candle body support, higher lows, and you have one more difficult, one much easier candle setup here for the buys. 10 pips stop loss, and then you reach your TP over here. And also this nice candle here. Lower wick, flip bullish, and goes. Lower wick, flips bullish, and goes. That's it. You just have to trust your setup. 8 pips. Maybe you don't take it, but when you see this, so you enter here or here, the same candle setup. You see price moving. If you enter here, you see another bounce, and you're okay, good. This is another new candle setup. Bullish momentum, very nice. You see a retracement, but you see that price is bouncing. When you see this, either you exit here / here at break even, or you have faith, but you see another reaction, price is making new lows, you exit here, and you never take the full stop loss. And also look how nice this candle, how strong this candle is as big as 3 candles, bullish candles, as all the range in one candle. And this is I think the new hourly, but not the new 4-hour candle. It's a new hour candle. And yes, let me see. No, it's a new 4-hour candle actually. So yes, makes a top wick exactly at these previous highs, exactly here. Top wick, and then flips bullish below the PPL. Only thing is not breaking below these previous lows, but it's the PPL, and gives you a nice trade opportunity for 20-25 pips. Yes, very nice indeed. And dollar only went bearish today. That's why also gold was so bullish. As you can see, it was overall very, very bullish. If you draw a trend line, as you can see, also this setup was exactly, yes, at the PPL. Look at these 2 candles, but we're exactly at this trend line, which is absolutely objective, is the most objective trend line you can have. Price retesting exactly on the dot, and then continuation. But this is it, guys. See you tomorrow.